Hey guys, this is Danny Boy. We are moving right along. We're fighting through... No, we're not. I was going to say something, but it would be wrong. We are trying to get heavy weapons to destroy this AA gun, and this is the second hardest battle on Earth, in my opinion.
There's the shuttle. Keep an eye out for their heavy weapons.
This was tough. This part isn't tough. The next part is tough. And I will be showing a number of deaths. This entire video is just this one battle. And it opens up, you know, there's a Ravager, but who cares at this point in the game? Ravagers are not a big deal. They are quite easy to take down. Especially when you are like me and use James and get incendiary ammo. So they start you out in a really nice position. Really well-placed cover. And as I mentioned in my Cronus Station videos, I will be getting combo explosions constantly throughout these videos. Just all the time, because I use Cryoblast very frequently. I have many opportunities to use it, and so it detonates quite often. If an enemy is Cryoblasted and you kill them with incendiary ammo, especially when it's evolved for explosions, it often triggers the Cryoblast as a tech explosion, which does some nice AoE damage. I don't believe it AoE freezes, though. I think it just does damage. Still, I mean, it might. I just haven't noticed it. Usually everything just dies. So, random slam. Slam does a lot more damage this time around. Might actually be useful. I'm not sure if I'll get a chance to use it, though. Maybe on my Sentinel. I have a feeling I'll be using Dark Channel on my Sentinel. So here, we pick up a cane, a nuke, mini nuke, pew! And it kind of just finds its way in there, and boom! And that ends that. But that wasn't the hard part, that was the easy part.
Last gun down. All hammer teams, prepare for landing.
And I had no idea what was coming.
We need extraction.
I thought the mission might be over, actually. And then there was that lovely word, survive. So, here's a Banshee. And she's closing. But not a big deal yet.
Any Alliance personnel in the vicinity?
But I now see a million cannibals. And I now realize I am in a very bad position. I am totally surrounded. And I am now just going to use grenades everywhere and try to open up the position to run. Which I believe it does work, actually. We'll see that in just a moment. I should be running away pretty soon. And there's a grenade, and that's when I realize I need to get the hell out of here. This is not good, and there I go. There's death number 1. There will be at least 5 of these, I think, something like that.
All hammer teams, prepare for landing.
And so now I realize that is a bad place to be. I should not be standing there. Let me find better cover.
We got company.
And it's very hard to see, and it's really hard to maneuver. But I do finally meander my way back here. And this is that good position I mentioned, where I said just a little bit ago, you know, if they start you out in a good spot, good cover, for the fight leading up to this. And I just go back there, hoping that that would work better. The thing is, though, that proves counterproductive eventually. Because your objective is to survive and something else, but we'll see that in a moment. But really, the hardest part of this, actually it's not the hardest part of this. There's one Banshee and a million cannibals, and the cannibals constantly spawn. So, you need to kill the Banshee, obviously, ASAP, because she'll eventually kind of just waddle towards you and force you out of cover, and then the cannibals will kill you. So, she's a priority. but I'm positioned in such a way that the cannibals cannot really do anything to me at this point. I'm just really taking my time, just watching occasionally for them to flank me or something, aiming for headshots, and there she goes. So that went certainly better, and now I feel like it's probably just done, like that was probably the hard part. That's not the hard part. Not even kind of the hard part. But we'll wait.
Commander, prepare for extraction.
This is the hard part. Getting into that shuttle is the hard part. And this is why I constantly complain about Tactical Cloak on the Infiltrator. If I had Tactical Cloak, I could literally right now just cloak up and run right there. And just with impunity, they would have no ability to kill me. Right now, I'm trying to just run past them, control them a little bit, and just heal through their damage and just get on there, but they kill me too quickly. And I don't regret that decision because I was so far away at the time it wouldn't have mattered, because they can destroy the shuttle.
Anybody, come in. We need extraction.
So now, I don't think I really know what I want to do. I'm just not sure. I think right now I remember seeing a second cane, and I'm trying to find that, but I don't remember where it is. So I think this is going to be a pretty quick death, or I just die, because I don't know where the hell I am. I can't see. I keep getting blocked by things, like I'm blocked by a pit or something that I can't see. It's very dark. And I'm about to just give up. Yep, and there I go. I don't even bother. I think I was actually already out of metagel. Wasn't happening, so now I'm going to start rummaging around for that other cane,
Come in. We need
I think.
extraction.
Or that might be my next life. Nope, found it. So now I realize, okay, well, perhaps I should use this and take out the Banshee immediately. So, away with you, go away. I don't want any of that. Bad touch. So now I feel like I can actually control this area. At least a little better than I could. Unfortunately, it's not that simple. Well, for one thing, grenades. Of course, they're cannibals, and therefore they actually have grenades. And again, they just come in infinite waves. They never stop coming. So what you really need to do is just kill enough of them or control them or something so that you have an open path to the shuttle. But it's not the simplest endeavor. Again, we're only halfway through the video, so this was definitely a learning process. I see Javik is dead. I'm going to res him. Fortunately, he died in the perfect spot. I want his dark channel. Another explosion. And I believe on this attempt, I'm going to see if I can just book there, even with a bunch of enemies, and just survive. But it doesn't work. I'll just tell you now. Cannibals do way too much damage, and they fire far too rapidly. So right now I'm going to just try to lift a bunch of them in the air with lift grenades, I think. And then maybe control them. With Cryoblast. Or maybe I have no idea what I'm going to do. I don't remember. Here we go. Yeah, I do just try to book and get there, and that does not work. So, just running there, it doesn't work. You need to control them, you need to... And it's more controlling them than killing them. If you kill them, more will just come immediately. If you control them, then they won't be a threat, and more enemies won't spawn. I also tried just waiting to use the cane, hoping that maybe some more cannibals would come before I need to use it, but she closes so quickly, and you can't use it at point-blank range. You'll just kill yourself. It is a mini-nuke. It does do friendly fire. In fact, in a lot of these attempts, you'll see that I actually kill my party in the process. So now we're just going to try again, and I'm getting an idea of what I need to do, but it's more just honing the strategy and fine-tuning the strategy. It's not the easiest thing in the world to do. Unless you're an infiltrator, in which case you press a button and you walk, and then you win. It's as easy as that. But right now things are going pretty well. They are getting around my defenses and trying to flank, but I have James on my left, hoping that he can take out anybody that flanks on that side. And here comes the shuttle yet again. And right now I actually know that they're going to flank on my left, so I was about to try to position myself on the right side of that little column I'm hiding behind. But I believe James takes out the threat anyway. And as you can see, the shuttle does have health. They do attack it. I'm not sure if this is the soul-crushing attempt or if that comes later. We have at least one more death. Possibly two. I was also trying to experiment and see, can I actually just kill them to the point that they stop coming? And then get on the shuttle? How exactly does this work? That clanking sound is me hitting a cannibal that has the armor from eating other cannibals. So now I see that it's pretty clear, I think, and I'm starting to move up and just work my way slowly to the shuttle, but I don't realize how hurt it is. I'm really not. I'm focusing on the task at hand more so than the health of the shuttle. But pretty soon I'm going to try going for the shuttle, and yes, this is the soul-crushing attempt. So, lift grenade, try to just get these guys out of the way. And I see it's a clear path, and as soon as I get there, it explodes. Fantastic. So, need to be more aggressive than that. That's where I learned, okay, I cannot take my time, this needs to be quick. Oh, man. Gotta love those failures. And that time, for some reason, both of my party members just were liquidated by the nuke, even though they weren't really anywhere near it, but they still died.
This is Commander Shepard.
So I wasted Metagel rezzing them because I do not have time to do it manually. Taking a lot of damage, unfortunately. And I'm trying to just move up. I want to be closer to the shuttle. I want to hold ground just further down the line, but taking a lot of damage. And I'm now out of Metagel, which makes things problematic. And at the time, I didn't know that this was the absolute end of this first part of Earth. So, I didn't know that I could use all my grenades and do fine, though at this point I'm really not saving them. I am kind of just burning through them, and yes, I get taken down again. And I believe, and that was just, you know, too much damage, used all my Metagel, just trying to be more aggressive, and then they flanked me. Not much you can do. And again, I'm not sure if it would be better to conserve this nuke and wait until there's a lot of cannibals on the screen, but I feel like if you wait too long, the Banshee's going to be on top of you, and then you'll have to kill the Banshee without the nuke, because you can't use it at point-blank range. It'll kill you. So. So we're getting there, slowly but surely. I'm figuring things out. Sometimes these things do take many attempts. I didn't find this fight super soul-crushing, though. I was getting frustrated, but it wasn't too bad. I've had worse. As I said, not the hardest fight in the game. And I mean, if I was, you know, a Vanguard, I could even just charge into the middle of all these cannibals, do one Nova, and hey, they're all gone. And then just, you know, slowly dance into the shuttle. And just take it out again, because those tables are not good cover. They're just not. But I'm stubborn, and I keep trying to use them, but they are bad Bad, bad. Don't use them.
We got company.
But I'm not really sure what comes next.
Any aligned personnel in the vicinity?
This might be my success, but I'm not sure. If you were a class with throw, you could pretty much, especially if, say, you're an adept with throw and pull, you could just pull these guys towards you and then just toss them over that edge behind them all, which would make things pretty easy. If you were a sentinel, well, if you were a sentinel, you could maybe set up biotic explosions and use your own lift grenades and deal with them that way. And again, they have throw. And the soldier would just have adrenaline rush, so you could use adrenaline rush and then just book to the shuttle and hopefully you'd survive. And as a sentinel, you might be able to do that too with the super armor. Depends on the class, I guess. Yeah, this must be my success, finally. And here I'm trying to just use grenades, control everybody really. So I use grenades on one side, I use grenades on the other side, lift grenades. And I'm trying to just run my way up. I freeze the last guy and I manage to get in. So at the end of the day, it was just grenades on one group, grenades on the other group, freeze what's left, and there you go. That's it. Alright guys, well thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more. A couple more videos for you. Have a good one.